Libra and Libra rising, we're looking at this full moon in the house of goal setting and friendship and, a sense of tribal belongings, where you fit in. In that house of the 11th house, it could be the highlight is on some major goal that you've completed. Maybe you have finally achieved something you've been working on and a dream has been realized. I would love that for you. I hope that's the case. There is still a little bit of tension with the squares that are happening in the chart. It could be that this dream, maybe your expectations were really high and you had to adjust them a little bit. Maybe you are, that fifth house has to do with our sense of creative output, our sense of our inner child. And that's where all the Aquarian energy is. That's the opposite of this full moon. So it could be looking at, I've achieved this goal and I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic, and there are still some problems. And these problems are not insurmountable, but they do require quite a bit of focus. They do require that I really pinpoint some solutions. And these problems could have to do with a creative endeavor. They could have to do with your child if you're a parent, or it could be just your own sense of self-expression, creative self-expression, being able to make your own heart sing, feeling joy, feeling a sense of play. Those are the things that full moon is shining a light down on. Maybe it is about embracing new friendships. That's another way this could manifest. Maybe being even somewhat particular about the way that you embrace new friendships, looking at new alliances through a more realistic lens. That's another way it could come up. The Mercury retrograde is causing a lot of self-reflection, and particularly around how you take care of yourself and how you create. So whether it's if you're an artist and you're looking to finish something that you've been working on, this may be a time where you really buckle down and start to work harder on that thing. Mercury retrograde in the fifth is going to be a really good opportunity for you to work on something and edit and refine and reflect on what you've already done, and for the purposes of continuing to tweak it. There is this Mars-Uranus thing that feels tense and has been feeling tense in the house of intimacy, in the house of joint finances, shared resources, and stored old trauma. So, this could have to do with some of the reticence around, I accomplished this goal, and yet why am I not 100% satisfied? What is that last little piece here that I need to work through that isn't quite finished? And Venus and Pluto, I haven't even gotten to that. That's a really intense family issue. Could be stored old trauma that you're confronting, particularly with a female family member. It could be that you're looking at the ways that you befriend yourself. Again, it comes back for Libra. Is it coming back to how am I befriending myself? How am I celebrating myself or not? I do think there might be something old and intense around your early childhood, or your something around your upbringing that gets triggered around this full moon because of the Venus Pluto. And this full moon gives us that. It gives us a little hint of that in some ways, because it's a fire sign, because it's in the joyful sign of Leo. And yet not everything has fallen into place yet, and that creates a little frustration. There's still joy to be had, small joys, pragmatic joys.